Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Welcome, everyone. In this section, we'll explore the financial impact of Net Promoter Score in a call center. NPS isn't just about measuring customer sentiment, it's a direct driver of business results. Improving NPS leads to revenue growth by boosting customer retention, upsell opportunities, and word-of-mouth referrals. It also delivers cost savings because higher loyalty means fewer repeat calls, fewer escalations, and lower acquisition costs. And most importantly, strong NPS performance supports long-term profitability. Loyal customers stay longer, spend more, and cost less to serve, making NPS not just a customer experience metric, but a true financial lever for sustainable growth. In short, every point gained in NPS has a measurable impact on the bottom line. Let's start with one of the clearest financial impacts of NPS, customer retention and lifetime value. When NPS improves, churn decreases. Promoters are not just satisfied in the moment, they're loyal. They're more likely to stay with the company longer, renew services, and expand their relationship by purchasing additional products. This directly boosts customer lifetime value, or CLV. Here's an example. Suppose the average CLV is $250. A modest 15-point increase in NPS might reduce churn by just 3%. In a customer base of 1,000, that translates to 1,000 customers retained. Multiply that by $250 and you've effectively protected $250,000 in annual revenue. The key takeaway is this: every improvement in NPS has a tangible financial benefit. By reducing churn and extending relationships, we protect existing revenue while building a stronger foundation for long-term profitability. Another major financial benefit of NPS comes from referrals and word-of-mouth marketing. When customers become promoters, they don't just stay loyal, they become brand advocates. They share their positive experiences with friends, family, and colleagues, driving organic growth. This has a direct financial impact because it reduces the company's reliance on costly marketing campaigns for new customer acquisition. Let's look at an example. If the referral value per promoter is $100 and a 20-point increase in NPS generates 500 new promoters, that translates into $50,000 in new business purely through advocacy. This shows that improving NPS doesn't just retain revenue, it actually creates new revenue streams at a lower cost. In short, promoters don't just buy more themselves, they bring more customers with them. Beyond retention and referrals, higher NPS also fuels upsell and cross-sell revenue. Promoters aren't just loyal, they're more engaged and more willing to deepen their relationship with the brand. In fact, research shows that promoters are 4 to 5 times more likely to purchase additional products or services compared to passives or detractors. Here's an example. If a higher NPS drives just a 2% increase in upsell conversions, that could translate into an additional $80,000 in annual revenue. And that's without adding new customers, just maximizing the value of the existing base. This is why NPS is more than a customer experience metric. By creating promoters, we're also unlocking new revenue streams and increasing the overall lifetime value of every customer. Another important financial impact of NPS comes from reduced repeat calls and lower operational costs. Detractors call back more often. When issues aren't resolved properly the first time, customers end up contacting the call center again and again. This not only frustrates them, it also drives up the cost per contact and increases agent workload. On the flip side, when NPS improves, first call resolution improves. That means fewer repeat calls, lower call volumes, and smoother operations. Each avoided call directly saves money. Here's an example. If the cost per call is $5 and improving NPS helps avoid just 1,500 repeat calls per month, that's $7,500 saved monthly or $90,000 saved annually. The takeaway is simple. Resolving issues right the first time doesn't just improve loyalty, it also reduces operating costs and boosts profitability. Let's look at how NPS ties directly to SLA compliance and penalty avoidance. In many BPO contracts, low NPS often goes hand in hand with missed SLAs. Longer wait times, frequent escalations, or inconsistent service can result not only in lower customer loyalty, but also in financial penalties for failing to meet contractual obligations. When NPS improves, SLA adherence improves as well. Higher first call resolution, faster response times, and fewer escalations all contribute to stronger compliance. And stronger compliance means fewer penalties. Here's a practical example. Avoiding SLA penalties can protect anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 annually. That's money saved simply by delivering service at the quality and consistency customers expect. So improving NPS isn't just about customer perception, it's about protecting revenue, avoiding unnecessary costs, and strengthening contractual performance. Another hidden but very real financial impact of NPS comes from workforce productivity and attrition costs. When NPS is low, customers are frustrated, and that frustration lands directly on agents. Dealing with repeated complaints and escalations creates stress, lowers morale, and eventually drives higher turnover. And attrition is expensive. Replacing an agent can cost 20 to 30% of their annual salary when you factor in hiring, onboarding, and training. But when NPS is high, customers are happier. Interactions are smoother, agents face less stress, and morale stays stronger. This naturally leads to lower attrition and reduced recruitment and training costs. The takeaway is clear. Improving NPS doesn't just protect customer loyalty, it protects employee loyalty as well, saving the business significant costs while building a more engaged, productive workforce. Let's bring it all together with a real-world example of the financial impact of improving NPS. In the before scenario, with an NPS of plus 20, customer retention was at 80%, referrals generated about $30,000 a year, and repeat call costs reached $120,000 annually. On top of that, SLA penalties cost another $40,000, and upsell and cross-sell revenue was limited to $100,000. Now let's compare that to the after scenario, where NPS improved to plus 50. Retention rose to 90%, protecting $250,000 in revenue. Referral revenue nearly tripled to $80,000, repeat call costs dropped to $30,000, and SLA penalties fell to just $15,000. Upsell and cross-sell revenue also climbed to $180,000. When we add it all up, the improvement in NPS delivered a total annual financial impact of nearly $500,000, $495,000 saved or generated. This clearly shows that NPS isn't just a customer loyalty metric, it's a bottom-line business driver. Finally, let's close with the strategic long-term benefits of improving NPS. The first is higher customer lifetime value. Loyal customers don't just stay longer, they spend more across their entire life cycle, deepening the revenue stream without the need for constant reacquisition. The second is lower acquisition costs. Promoters act as advocates, referring new customers through positive word of mouth. This reduces the need for expensive marketing campaigns and lead generation efforts, making growth more cost-effective. And third, stronger brand equity. In competitive markets, where products and pricing often look the same, NPS becomes a true differentiator. A consistently positive customer experience builds trust, reputation, and lasting advantage. The message is clear: improving NPS isn't just about today's results, it's about building a stronger, more resilient business for the future. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.